teaching basic defense, the absolute beginner. So they have the attacks, they know how to throw the ball, they understand covering distance and timing, right, and targeting. So now they understand what they're dealing with. So now the other side. So, what the cat is the beginner. When you are teaching, we do not rush this because a lot of students are already apprehensive. It's a martial arts class, right? You don't know what it took for them to get the courage to actually sign up, show up, and be in class. So now they're in front of somebody, and we go, okay, so number one's like this. What did I just do? I just startled the student. This is what happened to them. Even if they don't show it physically, that's what happened. So now, are they in a state of mind and body that's ideal for learning? No, but you got their attention. So you gotta be careful. So first of all, we start by explaining or reviewing. Sometimes they have this, sometimes they don't. You may get somebody for the very first time that did not get the 5 basic attacks. So we explain. So there are 5 basic attacks. Using your hand, right? Number 1 is like this, coming straight down, straight down. Number 2 is like this, coming across. And number 3 is like this, coming inside. See? So 1, number 2, number 3. Excellent. Now, what just happened? I didn't start out this way. I explained there are 5 basic attacks, right? And I showed them how to do it. I take their hand, so I got control, so I'm not getting busted up either. And I show them exactly where it goes. 1, 2, and 3. We take our time with that. Right, so you can calm, but it's a warm-up. What kind of warm-up? Warming up their mind, warming up the soul. Because now they're going like, oh, okay, it's more safe. Safe. Because before that, they don't know if it's safe or not. Now, once we have that, we explain. So we're going to focus on just number 1. Just number 1, right? If you feel comfortable, until you got that, we're going to do number 2. Next time, we'll probably do number 3. So now, we have expectations. We're going to go over 1 and possibly 2. Possibly 2, see? And next time 3. Now, if we end up doing up to 3 at that same setting, that same moment, then great. We don't have to, but if they pick it up really fast, okay, if they have a lot of experience, then we can do that, right? But we don't say we're going to cover all of this and they end up, oh, we didn't quite make it. No. We set the expectations low. That's not a whole lot. So we're going to cover it. I didn't say she's going to master it. I didn't say she's going to have it really great. We're going to cover it. Because why? Because that's what we do. We cover it over and over again, and it gets better as we keep improving. So now, once we have this, right, we cover how this works. So I explained, so I'm going to approach you, and my hand goes right here, but I'm going to be at the distance, remember? Right? At a distance, set the basic attack. So I raise, I have to cover the distance, I'm going to come slowly, and I'm going to go right here. See that? I'm back, I come slowly, right? Notice how smooth I'm moving, how slow I'm moving, to keep the student calm and relaxed. Okay, we must teach their neurology that this is safe, because natural instinct does what? Someone's coming at you, their hands up, right? So, teach them to be calm, right? So now they get to see how I'm coming, right? And they get to understand that there's a line of attack. I have to get to A to B. This is my line of attack, and I'm coming in this. So now it's just a line. But now what? To teach them. So the first step is this: getting out of the way, getting off the line of attack. Now, sometimes we have right here. See, look, we actually have a line. We have a line here. So we can use that as a tool. So we teach them. We come this way. Now we shadow it, right? And you're going to do this. You're going to step 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Good. Now you're going to do 1 count. And 1, back, 2, back. Let me see. 1, back, 2, back. Excellent. What just happened there, by the way? Already, they've done a good job. Great. Excellent. Okay, so now, I'm going to show them slowly, as I come towards you, you're simply going to move off the line. So imagine train tracks. The train is coming. You must get off the tracks to avoid the train. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that comes forward. Good. Again. And good. Again. And 3. Excellent. Now, let's do the other side. Come here again. I'm not going to assume that they're coordinated. I come here and teach them. Legs slightly bent. Good. More weight on the balls of your feet so you can move quickly if you have to. It's like if you're playing tennis or racquetball. So what are we doing? 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. And now 1 count. Ready? And 1. Again. 2. Again. Good. And now I'm coming with the opposite hand. I'm going to do slowly again. So ready? And 1. Good. Okay. Great. Again. 3. Outstanding. So now they have balance. They work both left and right sides. So now I'm going to do this. I'm going to come this way and move to that side. And when I come this way, move to that side. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we got to make sure we keep it calm, cool, and chill. Sometimes instructors get excited and start picking up the tempo. The student can feel that, and then they get excited too. Don't worry. There's plenty of time for excitement later. But if you do it now, you're going to miss something important. So slowly, ready, and now, good, back, pull, back, set, back, and back. Great job. Understand? Now, next we do the same thing. We did the lower body. Now we do upper body and lower body. So hands come up. 1, back. So we can continue the same side several times. We can do like 3 and 3, or 5 and 5. But if the student actually has it, we can alternate. Right? Save a little bit of time. Now this side. Pull. Back. Back. Pull. Back. So now, the student has been doing this solo. Opposite of solo is with a partner. Yin and yang. So now, I come this way, you go this way. Now, good. Back. Pull. Good. Back. Now, good. Pull. Okay. That's what the student needs to learn. To begin to understand distance, timing, footwork, reaction time. That's the key. If we focus on too much of the other stuff in the beginning, no matter how good they have the other stuff, if they stink at this, the other stuff won't work. This is the foundational training that makes the other stuff work. Now, next, this side again. Now we're going to focus on one side. Because we've been doing so far, no contact. So first we did solo. Solo, 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 yin. Then we did with partner. Partner, 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 yang. Right? Then, think about it. We did solo, so we move again, solo, solo, solo. Look, no contact. You know you ain't contact. Now, yang contact. What's that mean? We're gonna move the same way. And they're gonna place their hands there and here. So now they have targeting, right? Let's see a little bit. Let's see that? And they learn to make contact with this part of their hand, the knife hand. This one is doing the outside knife hand, and this one is actually doing the inside knife hand, right? One is doing this, coming out. Other one's doing this, coming in. So it's in and out together, it's yin and yang, right? So they learn slowly. Nah. Right, so this, when we get to this point, we focus on one side. One side, you got that. Good. Set. Good. And this is what we're going to teach the student how to have just enough for a little extension. Extend a little bit. See my balance? Just a little bit. See, do it again. Right, so now the student learns this without even knowing that they're learning. They're getting correction. They have no idea how many corrections we're actually building in that moment. So when I come again, there we go. Oh, look at that. Ooh, good. So this is deflecting. So now, if I was a sudden attacker in the street and I had a bottle, and I came, their reaction time would do this. After their first class, they'd have that skill. Now, there's deflecting, and there's capturing. Also yin and yang. Deflecting, yin, capturing, yang. So now, this is where they make the great leap. Come here first. Once again, what are we doing? I become a shadower. Step one, hands up. And then, right foot from behind, goes from the hands down. Again. And na, pull. Again. Na, pull. Okay, now, then we did solo, which is the yin part of it. Now back to the yang part, right? I attack. One. Pivot down. Good. See where we are? If we did the right progression of steps, we had this by this point. Then we start from over here. Again. Na. Pull. Good. Now notice something. This is important. We started this way. 1, 2. And after that, we didn't do this. Ready? 1, 2. No. There's much about this training that many cannot understand in the beginning, even if they have decades of martial arts experience. So the first thing is to know this. There's much that you will not understand in the beginning. So you simply must follow the way that I'm teaching you, because we don't have time to break everything down for you to understand. Because even after that, you still won't understand. You'll overstand. Think you know something you don't know really. And so we do this right away. We do hand, right? We'll train the student that, listen, you don't occupy this space. Let's just start it in there. The space is your center. And wherever you find yourself, you are the space. And in your space, there's a front, back, left, right, and the diagonals. So there are 8 directions, always. And so we does the end, because now, after we break it down to 2 steps, which is more like the broken line, the I Ching on the Korean flag, the broken lines. Look, 1, 2, 3. That's the broken line. What's the opposite broken line? The continuous line. Because then we break it down to 1 step, right? And we end up here. Now, good. 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 So now the student has taken off. Up and standing on the runway, getting up speed, right? Now, planes left the ground. So then we could start training. Because it's the training that makes the difference. It's not just the technique, it's the training. Millions of people play basketball. Only a few make the millions. Millions sing opera. Only a few make the millions. You understand? Training. Okay, so they all know how to play, but it's your training that makes the difference. So now we start to flow, nice and easy. And good. So, in a very short time, we took our time in the beginning, step by step, building the foundation. So now, once we have that, we have techniques that will work. We have good sense of distance, timing, reaction time, right? Deflecting, projecting, capturing, controlling. And every time they make that movement, they're building their skill. They have number one. So after number one on the right side, what happens? Left side. And 2 counts again. 1 and 2. Good. And notice we change positions because yin and yang are always changing positions. This is yin and yang. Doesn't go like this, and then back here. And then like this, and then back here. What to do? They're continuously moving, changing positions, okay? So this is philosophy in motion. This is the I Ching in motion. This is yin and yang in motion, in the world, not just theory. Okay, so, again, 1 and 2. Okay, so once we're sufficient at the broken line, and by the way, we want to get past the 1 and 2 quickly. The one and 2 counts. That's like having training wheels on a bicycle. It's helpful. It teaches you something. It gets you confident, teaches you balance, but you gotta get those training wheels off as fast as possible. Otherwise, that will hold you back. So we wanna get to the 1, to the 1, down, flow. So now, 1 count, and up. So, look at that progression. Now, following that, we did the right, we did the left. We did the broken count, right, the broken lines, 1, 2, did the continuous count. So now, what's left? Alternating, right? The next step, the progression. Right and left, so we do 1 right, good. 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, good. And then they're trying to throw the ball, then they're attacking. 1 right, and we're doing the same thing. 1 left, right, left. Now we're doing 4 and 4, 4 and 4, 4 and 4. Now we have a good practice. Now we're gonna count. That's the beginning of number 1. Now, of course, later on, I'm just attacking randomly because there's order. Opposite of order is disorder. Make sense? There's consistency. Opposite of consistency is random or change. So once again, yin and yang. So all of our techniques are based on this philosophical structure, all of it. So that means I'm just doing number 1. And okay, so what I did 2 on my right, 1 on my left, 1 on my right. So at this level, we do 8 and 8. You can still do 4 and 4, but when you have a random number out of 8, it's better training. So now, once we have number 1, we have taken off. And we did number 2. So Like here. And we already have how to step in. Hands up. So now we're teaching this. Remember this line? So we do number one, this is number one. This is one step. Bring it up here. The students learn that, right? So now, number two, we have to teach. Let me use this line right here. See this line right here? This is my shoulder. See my shoulder? So there's a doorway right here. There's a doorway. So, so instead of being here, now for number two, we'll pass the doorway. See that? Look, it's in the doorway. So 1 and 2 may look the same to the untrained, but they're very different. Back to here. Let's do the ones to here. So number one, this is sufficient. That's enough movement, right? But they right there. But from here, if I was coming this way, they're right in the line of attack. Not sufficient, right? So, which means that, meaning what? They have to step deeper. So, as I'm coming to go that way on this side, they're moving this way on that side. We become yin and yang. I'm coming in this way, she's going that way. Oh, look, it's behind me. So when she's getting me, look at where she makes contact. Pull down slowly, okay, and then pivot. Look. Right. So that works because of the student's positioning. So when we're teaching number two, we have to emphasize, we have to slow down. We don't just also go to number two. We may have number one fast, but number two, we build the foundation, we start slow again, right? I come this way, and, oh, look at that, almost behind me. So look at that, look at my position. Pull down slowly. So look, see the twist of my body. That's how it works, that's why it works. If you don't do that, it don't work. If you're big and strong, you do number to attack. Yes, I can stop this here. I can stop this, do all kind of impressive stuff, okay? Everybody can do that, right? And by the way, it's better, coming in. If I'm here, we do all kind of impressive stuff. It's better if I'm here. Now, some people think that they will always have the same level of conditioning. What if you had a damaged elbow, or that you were a car accident? You had whiplash. Your neck was damaged, your shoulder was damaged. And then you had an altercation with trying to attack. With the slow motion, you're used to this, because you're bigger. You got some muscle. Now you don't. So what happens? It collapses. You learn the hard way, right? So you want to do the higher level way. So if my arm's in a sling, don't use it, do it slowly, right? I can still use that footwork to get out of that situation. So remember, the 5 basic defenses, right, are not just the 5 basic defenses. Those are 5 basic C's. And when you train properly, those 5 basic C's blossom into many techniques and skills. But if you don't learn those 5 right, it's not going to blossom. Every skill you learn, consider it just a seed. Seed that the master plants inside of you. Now, what makes that seed grow? Water and sunshine. So what's the water? Your correct and consistent practice. If you water the plant once every 3 weeks, if it survives, it's lucky, then it did so well. If you water it properly, consistently, now it's getting the right amount of water it needs. It's planted in the right ground, right nutrients, it's getting the right amount of water, right? So you have to water it consistently. You have to practice. Now once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now I'm working on my forms today, and 3 weeks from now we'll go with some cross-hand techniques in the form. No, you gotta do these skills. You got to do these skills, foundational skills also, because you can't lead, right, if you don't have it. You can't teach what you don't have, right? So you have to also maintain your skill and also deepen your understanding by practicing more and more. Teaching helps. Teaching is part, training is the other part, also yin and yang. Now, besides watering, what's the sunshine? Good teacher. Some people go, okay, that's basic, but I got this. I got this. That's the same as getting a seed, planting it, getting sunshine 1 or 2 days, and putting it in the closet. And you water it and water it and water it. There's some things that grow a little bit that way. But in the martial arts, if you want to really shine, you need sunshine. We keep getting corrected on these exact techniques. We never know. There's always something to learn from these basic techniques. Remember that. So once we have 2, we do up. We practice this way. My hand is up. Again, keep a little slower, a little slower. See, up. Again, even slower. I go through the door, up. See that? Then we practice down. So we have to emphasize that. Why? This is what happens. Let's do this side. You can see better. This is what happens. Supermetric slow. First of all, this is the worst. So I come in slowly. I see it coming. I see it coming. I'm ready. It's coming, coming. Then I go now. And I go to move. And my hands here right on time. Boom! You may think it's on time. It's hell late. Late! One more time, even slower. I'm watching. Here it comes. I see him moving. It's coming toward me. And then at the same time, bow. No good. You will never beat them. You gave them such a big head start. This is how it should be. Slow motion. No, even slower. Look. Even slower. Go ahead. She's going that way. Yeah, look. I'm ready to come this way. See? See, my hands up already. Right? And I'm stepping here. So when it's coming out, look where I am. I'm ahead of the opponent. And I can bring them down. So the timing of 2 is not like the timing of 1. It's completely different. So remember that. So we have to take the time also to do this slowly. Up. Here I am. And down. Again. Up. So look. By some chance I miscalculated, do an elbow to my face. It's hard to see. I got something there already. Understand? I miscalculated from here. Look, I can still easily deliver. I can easily deliver. I can do a lot of things. I can easily change. Right? So the timing, the entry is key. All the advanced techniques come out of this. So once again, in the doorway, and then down. So one more time. So the key in mind is this. When they're coming that way, besides your hands moving, see that spine? See the spine? When they're coming, you want to get back to their spine. That's the best. See? To their spine. So now, once we have 2, then we combine 1 and 2 slowly. So number 1, right? And then number 2. I go slower. Like I showed them. Go slow. So number 1. Good. Then number 2. So once we have 1 and 2, what's 1 plus 2? Correct. Yes, then we have 3. So when we do 3, is the best angle, the best. Let's do both ways. Okay, so 3, coming in. Once again, you don't want to do this. We don't want to end up right here with his maximum power and try to stop this. That's nice and easy inside of school where people are real careful not trying to hurt you. But these techniques are designed for someone's trying to kill you. Understand? That want to do massive damage. If you're doing it this way, right here, you're right in the way you get damaged. When it comes like this, pop! Be it a fist, a rock, a bottle, a knife, a meat cleaver, a machete, you're done. Just do the wrong step right here. I come this way, step right there, and it flips over. Even if you stop it, and it flips, oh, we got a problem. We have to listen to something. Here. My bottles are gone. Okay. I come in, right, and it just collapses. Sorry, it just collapses. They cut you by accident. Right, so we don't want to do these things, right? So we have to make sure that we understand the footwork and the timing. So now, let's just do number one again. So number one, right, it takes a little bit to avoid this. Number one, a little bit, see that? But for number two, that's good. So we gotta be deeper, see that? Number two. Now, three is coming this way. Step like number one. Step like number one, you're getting all the impact. And people have more force coming in than going out. So it's much more force you're dealing with. So you cannot be there. So now, let's talk about getting past the shoulder. Right? So, comes past the shoulder. That's good, but she went where she's supposed to go. Deeper. This is the front door, this is the back door. Meaning what? You want to get past this shoulder. So when I come this way, oh, look at that. See that? So now, my body ends up twisted. See, look, ends up twisted. So when she pulls down and pivots, it takes, let's see if we can do this slowly. So, watch slow motion. So, I'm coming in, so she's going past the rear shoulder, the back door. See, look, see that? And it takes very little, they continue. So, what must we keep in mind and instill in the student? When they're doing number one, right? That's the easiest. They have to simply get off the tracks. That's it. That's it. It's easy. Great job. Good job. Instill confidence. Okay? Instill belief in themselves. Now, when I'm coming this way, deeper. So look. See that? There. So now, see this? That line? The right angle, perfect. Because pulling down, here look, I can't keep my balance that way. Now, on the other side, on this side, hands up, anyway. So look, right? Still kind of forceful, see that? Kind of forceful here, so three means what? Deeper, this shoulder. See that? Ah, the other shoulder, oh, now look. Now look at me, all right? So when they pull down slowly, that's what happens. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, they go together. First we teach one, you have the progression, right? It has to be slow. We take our time. Okay? If you do it right, then you are training a black belt. If you do it really well, now you are training an instructor. Now, you do an outstanding, incredible job of teaching. Number one, now you're building a master. That's the difference. Taking the right time, the right order makes the difference. Now, after one, the whole progression will take more time. So think of it as number one, as the foundation of the pyramid. It's number one. It's a lot of parts we did there, a lot of parts. You know, stepping one side, alternating side, then lower body stepping, right? Then lesser step, then the greater step, two together, 1 and 2, right? Broken lines. Then went from broken line to continuous line, 1 step, right? Then alternating sides. So there was a progression to how we how we did this. It took some time. We went from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, from here to there. Yes, it took some work and some time. Great works take time and work. But you have to choose. Are you aiming for something great or something mediocre that ain't gonna make a difference at all in the long run? Right? So we take that time. Then we learn number 2, this level of the pyramid. And we did here, 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 and here. Took a little time, a lot less time than the foundation because we started building it. So here, a little less time. And then 1 plus 2 gave us basis for 3 right here. Took less time. And now when you have 1, 2, and 3, you have the foundation for base defense. That's the foundation.